This is a mammoth book. I have all the other volumes to this, and I have nowhere to put them because they're so big. But this covers, I believe, Avengers number 21 through 40 of the original comics series. And it's a hardcover, and the dimensions are 12.7 by 8.5 inches. It's big. It weighs almost 12 pounds, and it is, according to their website, 666 pages. So let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. Here's the design on one side, and this is the design on the front. So here we go. Here's the cover of this huge book. Let's get this out of the way. And, let's take the wrapping off. This is volume 2. Here is the back of the book. And here we go. I'm not going to flip through all 600 pages. I don't need this to be an hour. So it'll just be a general flip through. This book is beautiful. They when it comes to the printing, they come as close as possible to the actual quality of the original comics, just in giant form. So this is just some of the preliminary stuff before they get to the actual issues. So okay, let's get to the actual comic quality. Here we go. First cover here. But yeah, it's very much the same quality as the original comic cover, and the print feels exactly the same. Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye. This issue. Again, I'm just going to flip through this quickly. It has all the original ads as well from those comics. And, the back cover is the same quality as the cover. So, go back to the beginning. So, yeah, this would be one issue, which is the same length as the original comic. Then we get to next issue. Now, this is absolutely fantastic print, just like all of their other ones. I'm not sure how many volumes and how many different books they're going to continue to do. I asked Taschen, I actually went into their Beverly Hills store, and I had asked them originally a while back, and they said that these are selling very well. So I assume they're going to keep making them. Oh, it has a ribbon for a bookmark. But yeah, they said that these are doing pretty well. Here we go. Enter Dr. Doom. Yes, I believe Robert Downey Jr. is supposed to play him in the next Avengers movie. I believe. Not crazy about the casting. Love him though, just not crazy about him as Dr. Doom. So I guess this must be the first one with Dr. Doom. Okay. And I've noticed, I think they're releasing smaller versions of these books. I think later or in December. And I think they're about $100. This is a $200 book. So I believe I don't have the dimensions in front of me, but on their site it looks like they're releasing smaller versions of this, which would be nice. It's more economically feasible, and if you live in a small place, probably better to a store. Because again, I'm running out of room as to where to put these things. But I definitely would love to. They haven't released the Hulk or Captain America yet, their original issues. Those two I would definitely love to buy. But I think right now, I believe they're doing maybe 2 a year, or it seems like they're doing 2 a year right now. Okay, well, let's just flip through this here. You get the idea. Yeah, I would definitely like to see Captain America, them release just his original issues. The Ultroids attack. I believe they are, this is Scarlet Witch in it. They are definitely going to bring her back into the MCU. Probably in their Secret Wars movie. Nobody ever stays dead in the MCU. And here we have some ads. Did anyone ever order anything from these ads in the back of the comics? I'm wondering. I might have when I was a kid. I don't remember. Shamed by your English? Alright. Okay, now we're at the end of it. Then we have the history, where I guess it talks about the individual issues and the storyline and the credits for each. Ah, this is nice. Let's see. And this is supposed to be part of their famous first edition. They had numbered editions. Let's see which edition I got. Flip back to the beginning if it's on here. Yeah, these used to be famous, what they called famous first editions. But I'm either missing it or this is just a volume that doesn't have it, which would be disappointing. Anyhow, so that's the flip through of the book. Anyhow, leave any comments. If you bought this book, if you like these books, let me know. And thank you for watching. Okay, so I'm back with some more information concerning this book. I contacted Taschen and inquired about the famous first edition since this particular book wasn't numbered. Apparently, they didn't have a lot of information, but apparently there is no famous first edition in this particular Avengers Volume 2. For their this is for the $200 edition. For the $600 edition, they do have a limited, I believe it is numbered, and that's up to 1,000. In this case, I think they're just letting the run just go with as many as they can sell. Originally, it was numbered up to 5,000 copies, and then after that, I believe when they reprinted, there was no number. But I guess maybe it's just the Volume 2s, they weren't sure. But maybe the Volume 2s, there's no more famous first edition, even though Spider-Man Volume 2 did have one. Or maybe just moving forward with these, maybe it's just easier for them to do that. So that's kind of a bummer since all the other ones I have are numbered. But, you know, it's not make or break. It's just a cool little add-on. And I did find out more about their upcoming volumes. I said originally there's only 2 volumes a year, I thought, but I could be wrong. It may be up to 3. They said, I believe their next one is going to be The Incredible Hulk, Volume 1, the original run. Then they also have, I believe for next year, they have Fantastic Four Volume 2, and then Spider-Man Volume 3. Okay, as for the smaller editions I mentioned, I originally said, even though I corrected it on screen, they were going to run $100, but they're actually going to be $80. And those are the dimensions for those are going to run 8.9 inches by 12.2 inches, and they're going to weigh about 6.5 pounds. So it's I don't know if it's exactly half the size of this, but definitely much smaller. And those are going to be coming out sometime this November according to their website, probably a little later in the month. Oh, and I wanted to show an accurate size of how big this book is compared to a regular size comic book. So here up on the screen right now is a picture of old Superman 3D comic compared to that's the regular size comic compared to how big this book is. So that you folks have a good idea of the size of this thing. As for the $600 edition, that edition is it's an aluminum print cover tipped in a leatherette bound spine, foil embossed and housed in a slipcase. So I did check it out in person. I mean, it does feel metal-ish, I should say, and the slipcase is really, really firm. That's not going to fall apart. It's really good quality. And that's, it's worth it for the hardcore fans to spend that kind of money. I mean, if you're a diehard fan and you have just a ton of money to throw away, go ahead and do it. I think the $200 edition, I mean, for a casual fan like myself, is good enough. And it is totally worth it. I mean, for $200, there's a lot of book here. So it's totally worth it. As for the this particular volume, the years that it covers, I believe this is mid to late 60s, or when these issues came out originally. So I wasn't really sure earlier in the video, but I looked it up. It's mid to late 60s when this came out. Anyhow, I think that about covers everything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Thank you for watching.